Y'all buckled up? You ready for this? Look, Ma, no hands. Ah! Okay, no, I've got to use my hands. Keyboard here, everything. This is decaf coffee. It's my third cup for the day. And yes, welcome everybody tuning in, including Garrick, asking if this is going to be recorded. It is absolutely going to be recorded, 110%. Good to see you, Kendra. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you too, Printer. Very nice to have everybody here, including Brian, if you're still around. I hope everybody pre-registered. If not, it's okay. It's never too late. You can feel free to join the Discord server if you care to at any point right now, into the future. Not a big deal. There are the links for all the platforms that you might be on where, you know, that is available to you. Because unfortunately, like the way that this works in terms of a broadcast, multi-platform, not everybody necessarily sees links depending on where you're happening to watch this broadcast. But welcome to yet another Virtual Vibe-a-Thon. I am Chris, your host, Chris Perillo, and I'm addicted to vibe coding. I'm so addicted. How addicted are you? I'm so addicted. I uploaded, let's see here, 30 new apps yesterday. 30 over the past week or two. 30 new, just like, none of them are going to necessarily change the world, but, there were things that I wanted to bring into existence. I'll show you a couple of them when we get there. But anyway, welcome in. Very happy to have you here. And yes, I admit it is I wouldn't say problem. I will say that it's a thrill to be a creator these days. There's never been a better time to be an entrepreneur, certainly. And I have to thank, speaking of being an entrepreneur, I have to thank our sponsor, Every. If you're not familiar with them, let me go ahead and pop that tab open for you so that you can see Every.io. They have been pretty much supporting this for, ever since like the beginning when I said, hey, this is something that I really like to do. And so you can go there, every.io, if you're ready to, let's say, register your business, to actually have a business built around the ideas that you might be baking. Maybe you already have a business as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner. They manage a lot of the back office stuff, the stuff that you really don't want to handle, the numbers and the accounting kind of stuff right there, everything on the back end. So they've been there from minute one, and I'm very grateful to have their support. Again, feel free to pop over there. I've got the tracking link on the ctrl+alt+create live website, and then every.io, and just if you have more questions about them, you can ask away. I had right up front this particular interface, this website, which is really not doing it justice, this platform that I knew about, and I've mentioned this off and on, Mocha. This is a platform that allows you to build platforms. So most of you know that 99% of what I develop on, my arcade, now up to 233 apps, most everything I do is in Google Gemini. These are single web pages that exist, including, this is one of the one I'm very, very proud of, a plasma globe. That one was a fun one. This is just a single page, a web app. I did a fire simulator. That was fun. You could even change the color of the flames, all sorts of different settings in there related to color. I created a virtual 8-ball that, does tell your fortune right there in the browser using 3JS. All of those were vibe coded. They're simple, single web pages. Even this index here, the arcade itself is just a single web page. That's it. Didn't need anything more complex than that. When it comes to vibe coding, you may not either. Okay, so I want to say that before, again, setting the framework for tonight. The reason I have Mocha up here, and I have shared that link, I shared it just before going live. I'm out of credits right now, but if you use my link to sign up, you get 50 free credits, I get 50 free credits, and then maybe I can do a little bit more. If you do end up becoming a paying member of Mocha and you actually upgrade your tier, then I get even more credits. So by all means, if you've ever wanted to build something a little bit more than a web page, say you have a legitimate business or an idea of like, I want to build a platform that does X, Y, and Z, Mocha is probably, out of every one of the tools out there that I've seen in terms of web apps, the most user-friendly. from a non-technical point of view. As much as I understand technology, I'm a non-technical user. I'm more of a product manager. Logan is definitely more of down there, way more of a back-end GitOps, computery nerd. I'm a technologist, someone who knows how to code, someone who knows all these tools. I don't.
Developer.
And yes, a develop. Thank you. There's the word. I knew there was a word for it. I needed a tool that could take everything that I've been building, because this is just on my website, right? I wanted a tool that would basically allow me to have a portfolio where other people could have portfolios. So since that tool didn't exist, I vibe coded it using Mocha. So now this is the app I've developed. It is online. Anybody can use it if you want. You can sign up right there. I don't have an official name for it. I've been using Nomies, although I may end up coming up with a different name. I don't know how many people even care to use it, at least in its current state. What you can do is you can sign up here. Let's go to Logan's profile here. And there's a portfolio of some of the things that he's done. So he's done like a hacker decrypt game. And then from here, you could visit the project, see it like in real time in your browser. Or you can go to his profile and you could follow him. I recommended him. You could leave a message on his console and say, hey, and then, hey, look at that. I could go in and say, yeah, I love this. So there's a heart, and I can ask a question down below. He could reply to it. If you run into a bug on the website, you can press the little bug icon, takes a screenshot. Tell me what the issue is. I might be able to better address the problem. You can search through apps. You can see what's been recommended, what might be trending. You can see like all the new users here, the people who signed up for the platform. Not a lot. I mean, this is bare bones. But the thing is, everybody who might be creating something in this space can have a portfolio. And I'm not even talking about getting in and like hosting apps that you vibe code. I think I'd like to like host single page web apps, much like I've uploaded. I'll get there potentially eventually with this. But the beauty is you can get your projects added to your portfolio and maybe pick up a few new users along the way. So I'm just checking out AirTouch Gallery that was created here. This is someone else who's kind of been kicking the platform around, but this was made in Mocha. Something a little more than just a single web page, but it was all vibe coded. Everything here, I prompted into existence. Everything. Mocha handles the user management. They're not a sponsor or anything, but they handle everything. Stem to stern, database, user management. Now they've got analytics. So I can jump in here and see, I had a lot of visits. I had 30 visitors on the 19th. That's incredible. As well as like where they may have come from. I can go back and build the app through prompting and bring it into existence with vibe coding. So that's what I had up. That's what I wanted to say right up front, because vibe coding itself is for everybody. I am not a developer. I'm not. I mean, I know enough to be dangerous, and I'm learning, kind of as I go along, but these tools are making traditional integrated development environments, or IDEs. Did I get that right, Logan? Hell yeah. Making them obsolete. Because now it's just use plain English to bring something into existence. And by the way, hello and welcome. Happy to have you here. And if you're wondering how much I'm paying for Gemini right now, I'm on Gemini Ultra. I'll come back to that because the way they've changed Gemini Pro, they kind of nerfed the scheduling of how much data you can crunch any given period of time. So I upgraded to Ultra. I'm using it. It's definitely a business expense. But you yourself, if you haven't started with vibe coding, can just use plain English. I have sent this link around. I've shared it 7 ways from Sunday. Vibe coding is simply speaking your vision, writing it in, and then you get an output. You say, here's what I'm looking for. And then it comes back and you say, well, I want it to be this way. I want it to be that way. I want it to be another way. And then you continue down that path. It's perfect for non-technical users. And this, by the way, this presentation is available constantly. It's on the ctrl+alt+create live website. Lightning fast to use, and depending on the platform and the complexity of what you're building. Focus specifically on what it is that you want to build. Stay focused per thing that you might want to be building. But you're going to be building skills all the while. And it's so easy. Even my 11-year-old daughter can do it. Simple paragraph later, and she's got a fun little multiplication game that helps her remember what answers, or I guess what was the, I'm horrible at math too. Horrible at coding, horrible at math. Yeah, here I am. building software. Who'd have thunk it? Like, I would have only imagined, like, if I would have had this at her age. So just think about the things you want to bring into existence. That's it. Dream big. Start simple. It starts with choosing who you're going to use, and you can use them all, right? Like, you can, absolutely. I've shown you a couple, and I'll continue to show a few before we get into tonight's keyword to vibe code around. But just because you use ChatGPT once doesn't mean that's the only tool to use. And certainly these models continuously advance. In fact, today, Google announced Gemini 3.1, which I got to say feels like a teenager, because it gets a little bit right in the beginning, and then it starts getting kind of stupid and lazy. Not too long after you start, I'm like, oh, okay, hopefully they'll continue to adjust that. So depending on the tool you're using, it's going to give you different capabilities. Even the output is going to be different depending on the tool that you happen to use. As long as you can describe your vision as clearly as you can, say, I want this. This is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. Go. Don't worry about how to build it. Let AI figure that out. Just tell it what you want and then iterate. That's it. So AI will create your app based upon what you tell it. You can test it, say this works, this doesn't work. And then you iterate. Iterate is the name of the game. Start simple and specific. Continue to iterate and just get to play around. Just have fun with it. Like, don't worry about trying to change the world. That'll come eventually. The worst thing that you could do, though, because it's probably going to disappoint you, is be vague. Unless you want to be vague and you want to kind of go with the vibe, say, make an app. Okay. Make an app that's blue. Okay, what kind of app? What do you want it? What do you need in it? What does it need to be? What's the theme? What's the style? What's the intended audience? What are some features? Just you think that through, and that's because it can't read your mind, right? AI can't, at least at this point, can't read your mind. Don't worry about being perfect. Keep iterating. You will get there eventually. So again, so many different tools to use. I happen to use Gemini for a lot of my web apps. For the simple stuff. I've also started to use Claude a bit more, especially when developing a couple things. I started this app earlier in Claude. I'm not gonna show you that yet. I want to kind of get going with ChatGPT. Certainly, my favorite in terms of app design and outcome, without giving it much structure, has been Gemini almost since a year ago when I started really using it, and I've been very happy with that. But tons of tools that you could use for that. If you want to just develop mobile apps. Roark, R-O-R-K. Vibecode app is another platform that makes it easy. Kind of like Mocha makes it easy. There are other tools that are definitely designed with that kind of ease of use with mobile apps specifically. Bitrig is another one. Replit has that as well. So there are different options out there if that's the kind of app you want. And then, as I mentioned, if you want to make something a little more complex, well, maybe you want to use something to manage your code, like Google Jules, who has been a sponsor. Mocha, I mentioned. Rocket is another one. Rocket.new. Tons of ways. In fact, I'm baking something a little more complex right now, too, using the Google AI Studio. It was something that I wanted for me to make it easier to process a lot of these arcade apps, because I was doing a lot of stuff manually. And that's really where AI vibe coding comes in. When you're stuck in a situation where, God, it's just so tedious, you don't want to have to worry about doing this, that, and the other thing, and the computer can do it. You just got to kind of prompt it into existence. Start turning to AI. That's the thing. My mindset has totally flipped. Hey, Caleb, good to see you. I think now, why am I just wasting all this time? It's a pain in the neck when I've got an app like this, the Hut Tease translator. I'm going to drag and drop the file onto the app. And then what it's going to do is everything I want it to do. I've told this part of the app to go through this tool that I built and then, automatically generate my Google tracking tag, meta tags, optimize the code for speed. So now look, it automatically inserted all this stuff, all the data, the description, keywords, author, the meta properties. So social media pulls out the thumbnails just fine, canonical link, the JSON. So if it shows up in a search engine, it's got all the data, predefined data of where it is that I'm going to put it. So I can copy that code. I could download that file, and then I'm good to go. Well, so now that file is kind of in memory, so to speak, because that was a pain. It was a pain to do this with every single file over and over and over again. So I can batch process. So I can drag other files in, like as many as I want, and it'll go through each one in succession. So then I thought, well, you know what? When I need to build that index, I need to have those tools kind of loaded, ready to go, so that I can produce the index file, so that I could update the arcade without necessarily lifting a finger. Just needed to do a couple more manual adjustments. Then I wanted to stack the email newsletter you may be getting. And so I said, okay, I want to start it with this. I want to make sure I do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. And so I've basically built a way for it to build these things for me over and over and over again. So it's taking a little bit of time to get through, but it works. This is a new tool here that is a social thread generator based upon potentially I haven't tried this feature yet. Based upon the files that I gave it, it should build threads for Twitter or X or LinkedIn based upon the files that I dragged in, and it's going to set context. So using this tool is saving me time. Building in this tool and vibing my way through building this tool is saving me time. There we go. I've got the thread just like that, ready to copy and paste. In fact, if I wanted to change a little bit of this as I go, I can. I can say, no, make it this tone, make it this voice, make it this, make it that, adjust this, adjust that, add this, add that. I'm going to vibe my way through it, speaking in plain English. That is vibe coding, from the simple to the fun to the complex. There's never been a better time to kind of get started. So with that, I am going to now ask the audience, the virtual audience, or those who are with me, we need a keyword to vibe code around. That's what we need. Do involve agent. I don't involve an agent yet. Now, Logan, I think, does, but I don't use Claude code. I don't use those traditional IDEs on the desktop yet. Everything I do is in the browser. I may use Google Anti-Gravity. But everything I do, this AI Studio that I was just showing you, this, to me, takes the place of an IDE. This is everything that I might need. And it's working right there within the web browser. So as Logan kind of answered there, Gemini on browser doesn't have agents, but he's had good results with Anti-Gravity. There we go. Other tools, Google Anti-Gravity, Claude Code, AMP Code, Open Code, depending on what you want to use, right? But you don't need to download software to get any of this done. All right, so we need some keywords, people. Throw out some keywords that we get. Remember, try to use good keywords, because this is what we're going to try to build an app around. One person who submits the survey at the end of the event will get a $100 Amazon gift card. So you would be very wise to be listening, paying attention, and submitting that survey. One of you is going to get an Amazon gift card. Okay. What words? Matt, Logan, anybody in the audience? I need some random keywords to throw in here. We need to stack this. Need to stack it. Or not. No words, really? I'm going to have to come up with words then, which I can do. That's not a problem, but...
Let's see. Droids.
Okay, I like that one. Thank you. That should be fun and easy. Well, at least for me.
For me, too.
Okay, well, yeah, because it's Star Wars. Logan, you got a good one?
Garrick says Legos.
Lego. Okay, so let's go Lego or brick. Because although Lego would be a fun one.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of possibilities. I just saw that there was a new Grogu Walmart thing. They came out with it's like $120 for a
Lego set.
Yeah, Grogu. I don't know how big it is, but I was like, okay.
Yeah, like I know of it because. Yeah, I don't use, or I don't get Lego sets when they're not on sale. Typically, I wait. Anything else?
Jelly
else?
beans. So somebody said jelly beans.
All right.
Comments.
That'll be fun. I remember wasn't it a boy and his jelly bean? A boy and his blob. You fed the blob jelly beans?
Somebody said board games.
Okay, board games. Oh, that's a good one. Because I've vibe coded. Let's see here. Oh wait, hang on. What did I call it? There we go. Gravity Grid. So like a Connect 4 app. This is a web-based app. So yeah, board games can be a lot of fun.
What about like live music or something?
Live music.
Music related notes.
Something. Okay, we'll just say music.
Music.
Be anything music related. That's fine. Fine with that. Flucinashi. Well, I can't even. Printer. What? It's got to be a real clanker. Good one.
Oh yeah.
Gemini's. Okay, we can say Gemini. Let's say. Okay, we'll try it because you can just pivot around it. Could be like an astrology app. And then what was that clanker? Which is a Star Wars term, but now it's kind of a slang term for AI robots. Okay, I think we got enough. Here we go. Spinning the wheel. Please, you're giving me some good ideas, even if Muse, of course.
Hey.
The easiest one to buy. All these other ones would have been great, but we're going with music. Okay, everybody.
We got. I last time I got it on Agent. Was my
my god, an agent. Yeah, okay, so if you've not used the Create Music app in Gemini, they just released Lyria 3, and so you can go in, you can say sing a song about dinner in Hatiz. Let's see here, heavy metal, female vocalist. And then what it'll do, you toggle music. This is Google Gemini. Anybody can use this. But I say Hatiz, that's a Star Wars language. So you can make music in Hatiz. You could do it in Hatiz. I wonder if it's got Klingon. Does it have Klingon? Oh my God. Now I kind of want to try that. This is not a vibe coded app, by the way, because I'm not making the app at this point. But I'm showing you, I'm just generating music in Hatiz. This is easy. And then in a couple minutes, it'll give you like an MP3 or an MP4 that you can download, and then you got music. If you're not familiar with this release, I think it was just this week they released it. So it's a great way of getting unique tracks for your, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, so I won't play it. But I got to remember to try to do Klingon, because I think my girlfriend would get a real kick out of that. Okay, music is the name of the game. That is what we're going with. Going to save a screenshot of that. Because I got another idea for something to do with Lego and jelly beans. That'd be fun. There's your sponsor. Yeah.
The music tracks, is it just like one length, so you can't?
Yeah, I don't think you can adjust it right now. It's like a 30-second length.
Okay.
So yeah, you can't do too many adjustments. Okay, so everyone, the keyword tonight is music. So let's go ahead and throw that banner at the bottom. Let's edit that. Music. And running that ticker now. So I'm going to give it some framing. Create a single page web app that uses. Oh, what was the? Hang on, y'all can create your own, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to start mine. I created a game. Do you ever remember? Did you ever play Ready Steady Bang? Am I the only one who ever played Ready Steady Bang?
I don't remember.
It was like a mobile app. Okay, so Ready Steady Bang. There we go. Let's do this. So it was basically a game where you had to wait until it says ready, steady, and then you got to be the first to shoot before the other one shoots you. You got to shoot. That's the thing. So ready, steady, bang. So okay. So what I learned with making this Ready Steady Bang app was that I could use I could basically generate audio in the browser. Using, let's see here, it's something, it's like, I gotta find it in the code. What did I use? Here, this is the genius of AI. I'm looking through my code here to see if I can find any more information. Here's the style. It used voice synthesis in the browser, but I don't know how. Voice to text to voice in the browser. Wait, hang on. This is where I get creative. I'm like, I'm going to drag that Ready Steady Bang app that I created into Gemini. How did it make text into audio? So I'm just going to ask it, hey, how did you do this? Right? So I can get more information so that I could use it in this other app, because I've got an idea for a music app that I'd like to do. So it's looking at the file I attached. It's pulling it out. It's going to tell me exactly how it did it so that I can use that kind of a thing again. Web speech API. There we go. So this is what I'm going to say. Browser's native web speech API. I'm going to go back here. Use text uses the browser's web speech API. It generates a random. Oh wait. It build from random stanzas from random words, and then in a sing-songy way, changing pitch, in different notes. This is my music app. Okay, create a single web page app that uses the browser's native web speech API. It builds stanzas from random words or lets the user enter their own, and then sings those words in a very sing-songy way, changing pitch, hitting different notes, basically making a song without instruments. Okay, so that's my idea for a music app, because it's going to be singing. That's music. That counts. It's singing. Basically making a song a cappella. The song should always be a different pattern, tune, variation, generative. Okay, there we go. I also selected Canvas from the drop-down menu, and the reason why I select Canvas here in Google Gemini is so that I can see the code in the immediate preview. So did you catch all that? That's it. That's all I did. I don't know what y'all are planning on using, what you're using. Feel free to chat, ask questions as you go. Hey, Fixin' Dude. When you get something up, happy to pull you up. There we go. So here we go. Working on, it's called VoxSynth. Gonna see how this works. And again, all I did was say, this is what I'd like to do. So we've got the melody. Here we go. Start performance. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this yet, but nope. Different voices are swapping out, but it's not changing the pitch tone of just one selected voice at a time. There we go. So you see, I'm iterating. I'm saying, no, it didn't do what I wanted. I wanted to do this, not that. So again, I tried to give it the outcome. I said, this is what I'm looking for. So I said, no, the words aren't singing. I need them to be singing. Let's see here. Tunable voices, musical scale. Instead of random numbers, I've mapped the pitch parameter to actual musical intervals. The voice needs to be sounding like it's singing through words, not just speaking them. Or if I can't get it to where I want it to be, what I may end up doing is say, build a well, spoken word isn't really music. I can say rap. I could do that. Nope. Nope. Nope, not giving me what I want. So I'm going to see how long I'm going to stick with this before something else. I don't think I have any other music type of app that's been in mind, something that I would want to build. I wanted to play around with the speech thing again for sure. A syllabic melisma engine. Instead of treating a word as one block, the app now fragments words into syllables and assigns different pitches to each part of the word. Simulates a singer moving between notes on a single word. Melisma. I've also added a vowel sustainer that stretches vowels based on the note duration generated for the word. Okay, let's see if this does what I want it to do. Nope. Nope. Still not doing it. Not doing what I want. So again, I'm iterating. Now, what's interesting about this version of Gemini, you notice the design has changed 3 times, and I didn't say anything about changing the design. It's crazy, like how much Gemini did not work like this before, and now it is. So here's where I'm going to take that same copy, and I'm going to go over to Claude. There we go. And I'm going to send it through Claude. So now I'm kind of showing you how that might work in one or the other. See if this gets me closer to the app that I want. Okay, let's find it out. Find out. Nope. No, it's still speaking. I don't know if that app is going to work the way I want it to, but we're going to find out. We're going to see how well Claude does it. Okay, that was my first idea for singing. How else could it do it? No, I'm trying to think, because it's not quite getting what it is that I might want it to do. Singing a word. Each word must be sung in a certain note on the musical scale, not spoken. Let's see if it changes the design again, because it is just like it. Gemini 3.1 has been crazy in terms of being all over the map. We're creating in Claude, different type of interface, but similar type of outcome potentially. But still vibe coding. I'm going to create an app by just speaking it into existence. The irony is I'm trying to speak it into existence and want it to sing. He says, now it's getting it straight. He says, look, the browser speech synthesis engine wasn't built for the opera. It was built to read out loud your aunt's emails. We have to fight the AI's desire to be natural. I've overhauled the engine to a pitch quantized melodic performer. So here we go. It's changed the interface again. Here we go. Will it work? I don't know if this is going to work. Did you hear that? It sounds like my computer's haunted.
We can't hear it.
Good. It's good that you can't hear it, because it was pretty bad. It sounded like sheep or something being haunted. But it's interesting how it just keeps changing every time that's like, no, I didn't like it. Then it scraps the whole freaking thing. Let's find out how well Vocalia works. I'm just going to give it this text. Random song. Okay, how do I play? Okay. Voice. Where's the play button? There, I got it. Nope, it's not singing. The word through a note. This isn't. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to try this again. Sanji, that's great. Stop. So, yeah, I didn't like how this one went, but I'm going to try this again. When at first you don't succeed, if it's not going the way you want, you can keep going, or just kind of restart. So make an app that has music leaps and loops and builds music generatively. Let the user add their own lyrics and API with different voices to let them select what they want and adjust that voice in every way possible. Okay, so make a single web page app that uses beeps and bloops and builds music generatively. Fun, poppy, chiptune, like computer sounds. Hey Ken, good to see you. Not sure what music app you're building tonight, but that's the keyword. Just spin? We already spun, Kendra. We came up with the word. Music. Okay, so I'm gonna have it make beeps and bloops. Let the user adjust various aspects of that song. Have a pre-selected list of styles, beats, formats. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna shoot for the stars here. So again, it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, so I'm iterating. Gonna try something else because I don't know what other kind of music app I've already built a theremin. Otherwise, I'd do that. Okay, so now here we go. We're trying this again. Oh, okay. This is closer. Better, but the words need to be enunciated more clearly. They get mushed in the... That one's closer to what I wanted. Closer to what I wanted. Doing what I wanted.
You made the web audio API just, you may be limited on like what it's capable of doing.
But it did it.
It did it?
Yeah, it did it. This is not this is a single page web app. It's using, yeah, there's nothing here that's, it's calling the voices and doing processing on the voices. It came out closer to sing-songy, which is great. I can change the interface later though. Eep, op, orc, ah. Wasn't that the Flintstones? Retired developer. I find this vibe concept both hilarious and frightening at the same time. I know, Archie, but don't you love it? I'm freaking out how well it works sometimes. I'm going to close this one out. That one did not work. Coming back to this one. Ready to boot. Initialize code. Start engine. Okay, it's like, it was almost too loud. I need to like turn down the volume. Where's the volume? Okay, I need a volume slider. The music needs to be less frantic. Okay. Change the voice, pitch, and rate. I can choose, I got a mixer over here. That's great. This one, I may end up holding on to that minus the font. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try this one over here. But I like the sound. I may end up sticking with it. It's a wispy kind of sound, that one was. Huh. Interesting.
Was that
it was the Jetsons, not the Flintstones. What?
On Claude, was that with Opus?
That was Opus 4.6. Yeah, I upgraded this week to $20 a month.
Cool.
In fact, earlier on Opus, I built this. I ended up running out of credits. But I started to build this. It works. It's a Huttese protocol translator. So if you speak Huttese, right, there's different words in Huttese. And so I basically created like a Huttese dictionary of sorts, including like sayings in here that I scraped the web for. Yeah, this was basically started in Claude. Hence the style. The style is very Claude-ish. I can look at its design and go, yeah, that's pretty Claude. Okay, let's try this one. Here, where? Oh, there it is. That's pretty cool. Okay, I might end up continuing with this one. This is pretty neat. So it sings kind of a chip tune in the background, and then you layer in a voice over it. That's kind of neat. I like that. Okay, let's keep going with it. Then, of course, I've got this one over here. Let it figure it out. And while it's figuring it out, I'm going to pull up another screen here. I'm going to see what Matt's working on. Oops. Matt, what are you doing here?
I'm working on a.
Oops.
It's like
Wrong one. No. Where'd we all go? There. No, I knew. Okay, there. I knew I had the view somewhere. Had to find it. Wait, that's still me. I don't want me.
You.
I want you. There's you.
I'm
So
working on a. It's still coding, but I'm working on like a app, like a musical type app for like working. It's like a background music app.
Okay, kind of like whatever kind of music you want, just background music.
Yeah,
I like that.
Some chill beats or something like that.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Can
Debugging.
time signature be introduced? Yeah, absolutely. Archie, you can do anything. Fix error. Fix error. Lower left corner. There's a JavaScript error.
Yeah.
I love that it's got like you can debug instantaneously. Super simple. And then it will go back to the code tab. Let's see what Logan's up to. Oh, wow. Look, that's real code there. SVGs, you're pulling in SVGs. I was messing with SVGs earlier too.
Is it backwards? I'm like flipped somehow.
No, we can see it.
No,
right?
you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's working on a chord thing. I went through a bunch of planning. Chord compass, an interactive circle fifth explorer. It's got like click progressions. Hear them play. So yeah, I had it like brainstorm some ideas, and I was like, "Oh, that one sounds good." So it did a bunch of thinking, and then it's writing code here. So I was just about to test it to see how it works. So we can pull that. I can't control click. Okay. And I don't know how to swap over to my browser with. Okay, it's making sound. Can't really show it to you easily. Let me see. Share screen. I don't know. I'm not super good at like OBS. I'm not fast.
It's okay. If you're sharing a window in OBS, then you have to like either drag the window or change the window view.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see.
That's okay. I'm gonna go back.
Properties.
That's one way of doing it. Or I can take you back full. Now what it's doing is it's in Claude. You've got the voice. You can choose a scale, tempo, synth blend, etc. But then you sing it by having the sound goes behind the word.
Let me see if I can.
So it's an interesting idea. I don't know where I could go with this. Oop, there we go.
I think I got mine working now.
Okay. This one's kind. I'm trying to think of where. Oh, that's the wrong tab. This one ends. I think I really liked how my chiptune Oracle came out. It's very chill, chiptuney music, and then Yeah, that one's a fun one. You can't hear it because I've got the voice cancellation on my mic. It's too good. But I haven't decided which one I want to flesh.
Okay, I think I fixed it. You probably can't hear audio.
No, I won't be able to hear audio. Oh, wait, I heard that.
Oh yeah?
I heard something. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can remember the right view. Chord compass. Okay, so what is this?
It's a interactive circle of fifths explorer. I'm not super well versed on music theory, but
Right.
it sounded familiar, and I'm like, oh, I want to learn more about that.
Iki.
Yeah. I don't know. What does progression do? I don't know. There's no like, play button. Oh, down here? Okay. So you can kind of like build a little song.
Yeah.
At the
and
bottom.
record it, and export it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't have export yet, but learn more about Circle of Fifths. I probably need to fix the font to make it like easier to. It's a little small. We could zoom in.
Now this won't even let. I could even add Gemini to it, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go that deep for a single page web app for sure. I would have loved to do some vibe coding for music stuff. I used to make MIDI controllers back in the day. Now it's script to C++ API, a starship. The only music that I've done a few actually, but I did it like a MIDI mixer where you can add tracks and then export as a MIDI or a WAV file. I needed this for me. I needed generative music. I also did one that was I type it in right. Did a beatbox. This one I don't think imports, but it's like, one of those Tenorion type of things. You probably can't hear the music, but this is the retro beatbox. And then I did like a live beat, which is like uses a JavaScript type of way of building different beats. So I've built music apps before, for sure. A lot of fun, I got to admit. Check out Pro Audio. Jason used OpenClaw to read a PDF string file input list audio patch X32. So yeah, I mean, I love music kinds of things, apps, but I'm not a musician in any way, shape, or form, which is unfortunate. Okay. Now, let's see here. We've got, I don't know what anybody else has got out there. What have you in the audience? You want to drop a link, you can. Especially if you've been working in Gemini or Claude. I think Claude's easy to share from too. Initialize core.
If you want to pull mine, I can show you.
Okay, give me a second.
And I think you'll be able to hear my audio. If I did this.
You shall see. Let me take me down and move. You are there. There we go.
So it's like a turntable type thing.
Yeah.
So you got to turn it on. Can you hear the music at all, or?
No. But I really like the idea.
Yeah, but you can just you can quickly switch between different
Moods.
Moods, yeah.
That's great.
You can mute it.
Yeah.
Adjust the volume. You can just
So what's cool, you can send that link and then other people can remix it. They can you share and then wait, hang on.
I don't think it can because I have a workspace account.
So you're using workspace.
Yeah.
So you could at least copy the code and then save it like as an HTML file. I vibe coded an instant HTML app that will allow you, if you see that link I posted, it'll allow you to paste in whatever's on your clipboard and save it out as an HTML file. Turntable? Is that what you're doing, Ken? That's cool, because I'd remix that, I think. Matt, I'd want to remix that.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the hell happened here?
Table would be good.
This is where Gemini starts to get crazy on me. Here we go. Let's see how Vocalia turned out. Oops. Make it quick.
Okay, I created the HTML file. Where do you want me to?
Weird. What's that?
I created the HTML file. Where do you want me to share it? I don't know.
Oh, you'd have to upload it somewhere. You have to send it like text or whatever. Yeah, you could do Lyria now in AI Studio. I haven't gone that far. I've only messed with it lightly. 60 plus musician buddy is texting me right now using Suno to remix his music to new styles. There's going to be an open source for Mac, or a tool on Mac that's basically a local Suno.
Oh.
Which will be very nice to use.
Yeah.
This one's nice, but I don't know if I like the layout. Can we redesign this app? Redesign, refactor this app. Now that you know what it is. There we go. Oh, no, wrong page. Why do we boot core? Like, what is going on with, like, no, the sequencer grid is scrolling way too far. It should all be visible within the viewports. Again, this is where Gemini, I feel, is getting crazy. And I may have to save this and then restart it. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's getting a little crazy over here. This one I'm not sure I'm going to stick with. It's having problems with the layout. A-Step. Okay, A-Step, Jesse, is what I was talking about. I shared this in the newsletter yesterday. Not just the ctrl+alt+create live newsletter, but also my Chris Perillo newsletter. I linked it. I swear I did both of them. No, I guess I didn't do it in that one. I did it in the Chris Perillo newsletter. Oops, I screwed that up at the top too. There we go. A-Step one. But look at this. This person has ported A-Step 1.5 to native Swift. Offline, no Python, no cloud, no subscription. So here's the link to the X post. Oops. All right, let's see here. So anyway, I'm going to be watching for that because I'm going to be downloading and using that as a local Suno. But yeah, building a Suno killer. And he followed me too. It was great. open source AI music advocate. I'm like, this is the guy to know. Now it's spitting back bugs. Gemini, I have a feeling I'm going to have to copy out the code and restart it in a new session, because this is the way Gemini 3.1 has been. Even Gemini 3.0 to a certain degree has been this way, which is a little frustrating for me. They're updating the nodes for A-Step, and every time the quality gets better, it's already wrote me some nice bluegrass songs. That's crazy. You've got to watch. Look, go to that link printer and watch for it, because it's going to be based upon that, but a desktop app that you can run if you have a Mac. Of course, it'll be open source. So you'd be able to, port the code anywhere, theoretically. Well, I can't hear music, but I do hear a dog.
That would be mine. I think the Amazon guy is here.
Was that, could you hear that music? It was bloopy for me, which is fine. I love bloopy music, but again, the layout just gets so messed up. Okay, this is a very clawed interface here. No, I don't know if I like this one as much. It's a word singer, but it doesn't, I don't know. Something's missing with it, and I don't know what. I don't know what's missing. I'm hitting dead ends. Sometimes, if I don't have a focus, like, okay, this is what I want to do. I can't think of any other thing that I might want to do with music that would be interesting, for me at least. Of course, I could always do a fallback and make a game. Games are relatively easy, relatively straightforward. But, in terms of vibe coding, making an app that does one thing or another, I have a feeling Gemini is going to redo the interface yet one more time with this. How much do you want to bet? But, in many ways, that's kind of a part of vibe coding, is just, going with the flow. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Why does it keep initializing? We don't need an initialization screen. We don't need that, but okay, here we go. So it's got to unmute it so I can hear it. What happened to the volume? That's speed. What happened to the volume slider? Where are in all the sliding labels? I'm going to export this as soon as it's done. Export recording as a WAV file. I think I can do WAV files. I think I can export WAV files for sure. I know I've done it in my other apps, so. Yeah, I think I'm going to create it. Yeah, this one I'm stuck with. I just don't know. Using words with generative music just doesn't work. I like the idea of what we're doing, but it's just not working well. I want to lay... maybe I'm just mixing up too many things. Now I'm really vibing. Oh, you never know. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to copy that out. Sometimes this is how I back up. I copy it out, and so I've got a backup of kind of a freeze frame of where it was. Hate that font, but I'll get to it. I'm not going to worry about that too much. I changed some of the things I needed. Start wave record. You're right. Let me step back. Refactoring that. Did you figure it out, Matt?
Well, I downloaded it, but I can't up DreamHost which I have.
Oh,
like
really? You
FTP
can't
site.
upload it anywhere?
Well, no, I can upload it but it's down. They're doing maintenance on their
Oh, I see.
site, so I can't upload it. So I'm just
Now, is it
reiterating with it.
with what you made? Is it all HTML, or are you using like Gemini AI, any kind of audio APIs?
Yeah, it's using some audio APIs, I think. Or no, maybe it changed it. I think it might have changed it.
Okay, it did save a wave, but there's nothing in it. Completely empty. I'll come back to that. There's a channel mixer. Zones all need to be renamed. And if I Again, I'm telling you what's working, what isn't working. Vocals / voice speaking. Let's just keep this as a drum machine for sound backing. Percussion. Okay. So I'm kind of telling it what it is, how it is that I want it to be. Oh, now I can't hear it. Gotta hate when that happens. When I changed... Wait, does this work? That works. Zero Claw? Rust that runs on Pi 0 with your Pi 4 booting. I have not gotten into Claw yet. There's no clawing going on here. I hope everybody else's musical experiment's going a little better than mine tonight. Let's see what happens here. Pitch range slot. Wait a minute. Is that right? Voice only. Hey, hey. No. Immersive. Visual. There we go. So I'm going to iterate, and I'm going to say, let's make it a spoken word app. It's got music. It's going to have a backbeat. Beats music, right? Right? I'm going to say it is. Oops, that's broken. Thank you, Kevin. Oh, you'd be surprised. Things take time. I will tell you, this is one that I haven't uploaded yet, but check this out. Can you tell what that is? You can't? You can't tell what this is? Really?
A geode.
Yes, it's a geode. You know how long it took me? This is a web app that generates geodes. And you can change like the rotation speed, density, the all sorts of settings, including on the geode, the wall thickness, jaggedness, everything you could possibly imagine. But this took a while to get to where I wanted it to, where someone could look at it and go, oh, that's a geode. So yeah, this took a while, but it's a web app. So yes, it can take a while, but when I've got an idea in my head and I know what I want, I usually don't stop until I get it. So with this music one, I'm not sure I still yet know what I want, which you can see I'm running into problems. Probably a good reason why I am running into problems. Okay, let's see here. Start engine. Always match the voice speaking to the beat, BPM. They have to align or it'll be out of sync. That's not a bad idea. Seems to always be the same progression beats touching with every style. Okay, so I'm going to lock in the voice specifically to the beat. So it's going to be a spoken word music kind of app. We're going to see how this works. I'm trying the same thing over here. Take this. So I've got a beat backbeat here. Interesting. Huh. This one. So I'm getting a beat. Kind of the same idea, different implementation. But I like the idea that it's of the visual nature. Roses are red, violets are blue. So you can change. So it's again. Interesting. I like the visualization of the percussion. Increase the more we need the words to align with the beat better in sync. User changes groove, it should change in the app immediately. And BPM flow go back in line with the default for that groove. Selected. All right. Here I am trying to make something out of nothing. Start this engine. Oh, still not in sync. Audio speaking is still not. There we go. Kind of trying to rein it in. I swear I'm going to have one thing will have come of this. I just don't know what that's going to be yet. I should have hit pause. Because if I don't, then it just keeps playing in the background. It's the challenge sometimes of working with audio. There we go. The app now cues the text and wait for the next step 0. Okay, let's try this one then. Nope, did not work. So I'm going to save the file out and tell it again. I'm going to open up a new Gemini. I think the window has shrunk dramatically on Gemini 3 and tell it again. This is really bad. Yeah, I don't know, man. The beat is not flowing regularly, not evenly. The words played back are not in sync with the beat. I don't want melodics. I just want percussion instruments for the tracks. Styles need to be different and more on the chill side. All right, let's try this. We're going to iterate stop. I'm going to stop this session here because it's not working the way I want. Interesting visuals, but this is not what I wanted. Logan may have had to drop. No? I think you said you had to be for an hour. Wait, what do you got? Scale Lab? What's that? I see a Scale Lab from Logan.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was on mute.
Yeah.
So I created another.
You're already on your second one, and I'm like, I can't even nail one because I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, I wanted just to do another learning one. So this is kind of just to learn the different musical scales.
Yeah.
Got a keyboard at the top you can hit. This doesn't, I mean, you can change the root nodes here. And then hit the play and it plays the scale. And then there's different modes. I don't understand. I mean, like I was reading about, they came up with some different information on what modes are, or the different types of modes, and the scales. And I guess this formula, is like a whole note versus a half note. I don't, what is it? Is a step a note?
Blind leading the blind.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anybody, musicians in chat, but it was kind of cool. I don't know if you hear the music, but
maybe lightly. I can't tell if it's my background music or yours. I heard the piano when it was playing though. Yeah, I can hear that, like a synth.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything like that. Usually it's like I've got to get an idea in my head, and then I'll go like the Geo. That was an idea, right? I'm like, okay, I think I can get it. But if like I don't have an idea, it's hard for me to arrive to a place that I'm just like, yeah, this is what I want.
Well,
You know?
I mean, what about like I mean, I don't know if it's possible in a browser, but like like a Winamp visualizer kind of thing. Do you remember Winamp?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do.
Big time.
I mean, you would have to like up. I don't know how you like detect audio or something. I guess you could do it with the mic, right? Because the browser can access the microphone. But yeah, I mean, like games are always good, I think.
Yeah, but like I'm just music. Music is just so freaking broad. Unless I have an idea, it's like, what do I do?
I mean, it could be like music suggest, like, you know, or artist suggestion tool or something. You know, it could be like,
Yeah, it's a little jejune. I gotta think. Gotta think, but nothing happens.
I think.
Dang it, really? No. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. I've got a beat. I got a backbeat. The spoken word. Okay, there we go. This is a spoken word app, kind of. There we go. Word clipping, clicks at the end, commercial grooves. Basically, I'm building a synthesized rap tool for the lack of something else to do.
Yeah, the vocal stuff I think is gonna be hard to do without pulling in.
Yeah, I know.
Like a third party.
Yeah, but leave it to me to try to, do everything wrong.
Yeah.
Like, there's another. Here, let me go back here. That's always the wrong one. We have 5. Am I not? There we go. I'm gonna go over to prom.dev. I'm logged in. If you've not heard of this, it's like it's a prom.dev. It's a local company to Seattle, but basically you can create anything instantaneously. It's vibing, but it's not it's all browser based, but there's no iterating. Like, it's instantaneous. So let's see here. So I can say create a fun music app that's playful, and then it'll even improve your prompt to give it a little more direction. Actually works really well. So like, what kind of musical experience? An instrument playground, a beat maker, a sound toy, music game. Let's go with the rhythm-based challenge. This is another way to vibe code, right? And then there's this app called Clonk. If you go to Twitter, which I know you're not on anymore, X, Clonkbot will, if you message Clonkbot on the social, on the post, so Clonkbot create a music game that has you guessing which key was pressed on a piano after hearing the note. And then what it'll do, minutes later, it'll make that app and then reply to you. And the app is built. Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. In fact, and then it uploads and creates a GitHub repository for it as well.
Nice.
Yeah, automatically. So like I did a thing, I said, create a generative progressive app that has all sorts of facial features and heads and hair that can be remixed randomly with a button press to make infinite amount of faces and final output exported to a ping. And it made face mix. And so it's on Vercel, but look, this is what it made.
Cool.
Just in the browser, right? I mean, just using Twitter, X, it generated that. That's vibe coding. So I could use a tweet. I can post it in a tweet. I can go over here to prom and do it here, and then it's kind of like a one shot, see what happens. It's just about experimentation. See how all these things are. Oh, I'm at 90% of my limit until whenever. Do I have? I'm gonna try that. Well, this is a good drum machine, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if that works.
I pushed both of my music apps that are on my website.
You got music apps? Oh my god, it totally nerfed everything. It took it away.
The two I created tonight, I mean, I pushed it.
Oh, you pushed them?
Yep, they're up.
That's how fast it is. I haven't pushed squat because I haven't made squat. I've made a mess. That's what I've made tonight. We'll see if Clonk does any better, and we'll see if I do better on prom.dev. It's only for a starting point, like, you know, just kind of getting creative. I'm like, oh, I don't like that, but I do like this, and I'll take it a little bit here. And maybe the idea of when just biting off, you know, what I'm trying to bite off is just not going to be, it's not going to be it.
So if we don't get more credits on Mocha, when do your monthly stuff reset?
Oh, yeah, Mocha, I'm at 55, so someone signed up. Okay. I can fix 1 or 2 bugs.
Nice.
And then I'll run out pretty darn quickly. What bug did you see?
The profile page stuff wasn't working.
Profile wasn't working. What part? I'm sorry. I'm like flipping between a billion tabs here.
I couldn't.
What about the profile?
My name.
What was wrong?
I wanted to like change it from Lindquist to Land.
Okay.
And it didn't work.
You couldn't edit your name.
And changing the profile image didn't work either.
Yeah, I was having problems with that one too, and even getting them in sync was an issue. Okay, so I'll try this. User has reported in production that they could. Did you get an error when you tried to save your name?
I didn't have the inspector open. Let me.
Okay, yeah, that's the thing.
Again. Let me try it.
Yeah,
again.
I'm going to check it. Okay, so edit. Chris. Oops. Chris P. Save changes. Oh, I could change mine. Weird.
Maybe it was browser related.
Shouldn't be. Okay, I could change my name. Give me an error though if you get one, and then especially for the profile picture too, because then I could run through it. Because I can't. I'm not seeing the same issue on my end, so I gotta have more
data. Yep.
Oh, my Clonk is done. This was done on Clonk. Easy. This is kind of fun. Dang it, too high. Ah! Oh, I'm so close! Ah! This is kind of fun. Nope, too high. I got this one.
Okay, I'm gonna drop, guys. I gotta grab
Thanks,
something.
Matt.
But I'll upload
Maggie.
mine. I'll upload mine later when StreamHost
Yeah.
comes back up, and I'll share it in the
Yeah,
Discord
for sure.
for
I'd be interested in seeing it, playing with it
Yeah.
potentially.
So
It's a pretty good idea. So I love
Cool.
remixing it. See you, Matt. Yeah, this piano. This is kind of weird. Okay, how it did that. But yeah, this app it now exists. Here's the there's the link. And it's on GitHub. That's crazy. But that was it. That's all it took to create on X, just with the simple idea. And the software now exists. Let me go back to okay, this is Prom. I don't know what the game is yet, but oh, I gotta press D F J K D F E A F A F. This works. Ah. Maybe I need to quit the other one that I'm doing and then redo this one. And then you can even save as a you can remix the drop. This is here. And I will save these things out too, so you can wait.
You can export the prompt thing.
Yeah, you can export the prompt too. Where's the X? There we go. So let me add those to get them out. All mine have not worked. The ones that I've wanted to do have not worked.
Yeah, the name thing on Mocha definitely doesn't work for me. Like I reload the page and it just goes back to Lindquist.
Thanks, Steven. Hope you're vibe coding something tonight. Oh crap! I gotta mute it. Hey, Shane, good to see you. You've been live coding for 6 years. It's hard to keep going. Streams entertaining. Coding streams entertaining. Like 40 people jamming with vibe. I'm telling you, it's fun, Shane. I can't stop. Including creating really bad apps. But I think I am going to take this one. I'm going to take the beat pulse. I'm going to feed this into Gemini. This Pro. See how it works. Because I think Gemini has better taste. This may end up being the final Cyberbeat. And that was from prom.dev. So again, taking the prompt that you liked and then turning it into something else. So I can take even this one and try that in Gemini. I'm almost out of Claude credits, but I'm pretty much giving up. I like the beat though. Cyberbeat. Insert coin. Ha ha ha. Oh shit, that's way too fast. I can't. Oh my god, it really did not get this right. Doesn't seem to be working right. The bar dropped way too fast. The bits don't register when I get them right. I got something. The ear training game, web audio API, perfect pitch ear trainer. Add settings menu. Let's turn on the canvas so we can actually see it. Frame rate trap. Oh, the speed was tied to my monitor's refresh rate. Jeez, that's a problem. I'm at like 144. But it's too. It's like I need it like slower. Like it's just flying. I can't possibly keep up with that. Okay, new note. Oof. Oof. Ooh, so close. But interesting. I think the graphics from what Clonk did it was far better. So I'm like, so I can grab what I can do in Google. I can say add import code. There's the GitHub. Import. Redesign the app with this. There we go. So I'm basically bringing in that code because this is kind of flat, and I like that 3D.
Okay, I think I know what's going on, Chris.
What? With what?
The Mocha.
But what?
So it's using my last name from the Gmail account, not. So it successfully posts or updates the user data in Mocha, but my last name in
right.
Mocha is different than what the Google account. So it's prioritizing like the name that's on the Google account.
So how do I register?
So tell it like
that is a bug.
The settings on the edit or on the settings page or on the profile page, the first and last name should be from let me look at the
name can be pulled from Google upon login, but user should be able to change it independently after that.
Yeah, so there's like the API / users, and it returns back like a user object.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Gemini 3.1 is. Oh, now hang on. This has to become a single page web app. making a React app there. Okay, let's see. The bars have to hit their target in the beat. Okay, I think they are. Okay, so if I go so it hits during there. Let's slow to 80 BPM. Still high at 130. Slow to 80 BPM. Start. Don't make a failed sound if you click it. Only register a tone when you hit right bar correctly. And this thing, I don't know. Yeah. I may give up on the thing I started with for sure. Yeah, for GTV, yes, it's been garbage. Sorry, it has been absolute garbage. It's been absolute trash. I mean, and then when they upgraded to 3.1, I'm like, this is just insanely bad compared to the way it has been. They've got more knobs and dials to turn because it's not been good. And I've been using it religiously, regularly to tell you enough to like, yeah, it's been bad this past week. Very bad. There we go. Okay, so it's got a 3D floating piano, but like, what am I? This to be a 3D, and I should not be able to spin the piano around. Just tilt it. The game is guessing which key to press when I hear the piano play a note. This still needs to be a single page web app. It's funny, I have not even started the OpenClaw thing. All right. I just want one working music app today. That's my
From Gemini.
from Gemini. Wait, it has to be the beat. Telling you what failure looks like. Easy. 7 notes. I can't seem to press a key. I can't seem to depress a piano key to play it. Come on, Gemini. Okay, so do I have to unmute you? Nope. And I can't hear the beat. Oh, that would be why. There's an error. You need to be the sync. Decoupling the audio clock from the frame rate. Now the kick trigger is exactly on the beat and the notes are scheduled to arrive at the hit zone. Okay, I'm doing better. See, when it works, it's working better. Oop. Yeah, there we go. This can work. Let's have it run full viewport. See if this works yet. Still can't press it. I still can't press a piano key. Found an old PC to run it on. Oh my god. I have not even started. I'm excited to go down that path with agents. I'm just not there yet. Let me close out Clonk. Let me close out Drop. That was the thing upon which it was based. There's our sponsor. There's this thing, and I don't know if it's... I still can't. I can't hear the beat. Can't hear the beat. Dude, it keeps Why does Gemini feel the need to iterate everything every single damn time?
Yeah, the notes look different now.
Well, the notes are thinner. There we go. I did it.
Yay! Good job.
I have to strike the right note more than once to register. It needs to be redone. There are blurs at the end of the key. Oops. I love how it's like flying in space. Put the messages above the keyboard. When the user selects their level, just start the game at that level. And we hear, oh man, I really missed. There we go. I should be able to strike that key when I hear a note, not wait for that note to Sweet. Oops.
Printer feed.
What?
What's a printer feed?
What happened?
Your 3D printer feed is frozen. Somebody said in.
Oh, I know why. I was like, what? Wait, huh? Sorry, Kieran. I'm like doing. It must have gotten locked out. Not locked out, but oops. Now I got locked out. There we go. Weird. This got worse. I don't know. All right, golden ear, easy. What's the shadow?
Close.
Dang it.
You don't have the golden ear. Oh, there you go. Just keep pressing the same one and eventually.
Yeah, I'll eventually. Broken clocks
Yeah.
twice a day. Make this just one.
You might have to call it.
Okay.
Thanks for having
Make
me
this
on.
piano keyboard just one octave. Thanks again. I'm glad you got more out of this than I did in terms of like what an app could be.
Yeah, we got a couple done. It seemed like people in chat were busy
Are
experimenting
doing things,
with different ideas. Yeah, so it was,
which is good.
Yep. Another fun stream.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. All right. So are you doing weekend thing this weekend or is it next
weekend? That's the in-person one. That's this coming weekend.
Sounds
Let's see
good.
here.
All right. Well, have a good night.
All right. See
Bye.
ya. I think I'm gonna golden ear. I'm just gonna continue to iterate it. See how Cyberbeat works. Oh, really? That's broken already. Thanks, Gemini. Here, I can make this even better. Watch this. I'll take that away. Hi. But then bring this on and go boop. Just like that. Oh, yes. That's a much better layout. Oh, PNPM? Oh, Steven, you just missed it because Logan would have been able to explain that very, very well. Okay. Less hunting, tighten up the piano bass. It's seemingly sticking to the same key over and over versus randomized. Golden ear. Cyberbeat. Fixed tone JS scheduling errors. Nope. Still got an error. Gemini be choking. Jeez, now it's really choking. Hey. And if anybody else wants me to pull up what you're working on in Gemini or whatever, just let me know. Hey, how you doing? Am I making money? No, they're all free. Every app that I'm doing is free. I've got them on GitHub, but you can go over to the arcade, try them all. They're free. 233 right now, but I got more in the queue as soon as I kind of feel like they're good enough. If I am to be making any money with anything, I've got like on the arcade, I've got like a donation button. I've also got a Patreon, so you can support me in either one of those two places. I'd like to include the donation button on the Mocha page, but I'm not sure it's there yet. Actually, here, let's see. I can right-click, copy that address for Mocha. This is where I'd like to build out for things. Yeah, the raffle is for when you submit something in the survey, like a viable working vibe-coded app around music. Music was our keyword tonight. Of all the words, when I seem to be struggling with. But I'll have, I feel like, 2 music games come out of this, so it's not a total loss. Put a button in the title bar to the left of that or donate. Put a nice button in the title bar to the left of search. No. Yeah, I guess that could work. A midway. Okay, say title bar to the left of search. Midway between it and the app title. And link to donate. Okay, there we go. I've got 55 credits remaining. I'm going to try to issue 1 fix. I shouldn't stack requests, but yeah, the link is on or the link to submit. I'll be emailing it out to all registered users. It'll also be going out on Discord and probably in the email newsletters. Yeah, PNPM. I tell you what, Stephen, the guy to talk to would be Logan. In fact, if you want to learn more, maybe we could do a talk about it next week. If you're interested, because I bet you Logan would do it. He'd deep dive because he understands that world way better. Can I explain more? Kendra, I've been explaining the entire time. What more do you need? What more can I help you with in a pointed way? Oh, wait, hang on. Did that get fixed? I'm checking. I'm vibe coding like 13 different places. Okay, that one did get fixed. Yeah, my Twitter X worked, LinkedIn worked. Okay, so that worked. Let's see here. The reason you haven't been hearing classic silent failure. The keys are no longer properly center aligned in their columns. The bars are now thinner than they were. The bars should disappear within the after they go through the blue zone. Okay. That working? Wait. Hang on. The blue zone should be at the very bottom of the viewport. That these two press would be the blue. There we go. Trying to give it a lot of things to look at here. Easy for. Oh, there we go. Full octave. Dang it. Shadow of the black keys is weird and bad. It's multimodal, so I can drag and drop an image to show what I'm talking about. The black keys don't taper in the front slightly like real black keys. The black keys need better shading or to discern their shape. They look like plain black block right now. All right, let's see here. Wait, did I fix? Okay, hang on. I'll fix the profile name editing issue and add the donate button to the nav bar. Found the issue. The auth at one point overwrites display name with Google name on every login, removing that sync while keeping the avatar sync. Great. So I'll tell Logan that's fixed. And now, I'm gonna publish it here. Says it fixed it, so I'm gonna send that to Logan, let him know it's fixed. Mocha sometimes says it fixes things, but then doesn't, though. Nomies, I don't see where's the donation button? See, it blew through those credits, but didn't fix it. All right, let's see here. I'm going to see if I can get this done, because it's going to be... I don't see a donation button. What the I just said... It blew through. Really? No, I don't want to upgrade my... Sometimes AI... Yeah, I should have done it one at a time, but one thing at a time, Chris, one thing at a time. There we go. Nomies, donate. Sweet. It worked. The donate button worked. For Nomies. That's great. All right, so now we'll publish that. And the donation button will exist at the top, theoretically. All right, so I've got like 34 apps open, but nope. This is what I see. Badge shading for the keys. Shadows for shading and for all keys. Wait, hang on. What button is that? Initiate charge. Doesn't fit in it button. Change the sheen in the front of the black keys. Iterate, iterate, iterate. On the beat, on the beat. Oops. Okay. Wait, hang on. I can look at the code. Initiate charge. Well, that's fine. Engage rhythm. Oh. The bars half. Match the beat. Exactly. Otherwise. Well, I guess if I do it right here, it just keeps changing the damn design, but this one? Dang it. Iterate, iterate, iterate. Don't flash columns. Bury the tone of the when you strike a note. Vary the note. Just use the same note or press this over and over. What the f? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I use React for sure, but like everything I do is in Gemini. Just about everything, I should say. I don't think there's anything. There we go. Hang on. So I got that. It pushed. I don't have any more credits, but I do have a donate button. Hee hee. Sweet. Okay, that worked. That's how you know it's new. I don't know what I'm going to call this app yet, though. I'm going to close that out. Every once again is our sponsor. The one I'm most proud of, I think, this last time around is the Plasma Globe. This one took a while, but I got it just right. The Fire one was a nice one to see, too. Total Vibe Code. The Pop It was fun. Magnetic Poetry, Magic 8 Ball, it's just fun stuff. And then the Star Wars RSS. I'm never gonna stop. I can't stop creating like this. This is just too much fun. As I'm like taking away pages to keep my focus. Okay, timing drift. Let's see if this is fixed. Was in sync with oh hey Eric, we're vibe coding, as in creating with AI, largely through Gemini. I've got 3 music apps going on right now. That was our what the hell. Well, that's a replay. That's a reset. I got to guess the note. There are lines on E. We seem to be getting voice. These keys should be shiny. Music was our chosen. I think when the BPM, sometimes now the app 6 pickups briefly. I'm not responding. I have been responding to you, but y'all are repeating yourself. And for whatever it's worth, you're asking about vibe coding. Do this every Thursday, but I've now vibe coded 233 apps. Check them out. Sent you an app on Discord. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Pixels. Play around with them. Eric, let me know what you think. We've got a Discord server as well. You're welcome to join if you're interested in vibe coding, meeting other people. It's not very active. Oh, it's a music app? Okay, give me a second. Because I am just finding a lack of huge inspiration here. What is going on? Look at the shadow. Jagged shadows everywhere. Whew. I should not have infinite zoom in and zoom out capability. Just okay. The keys. Oh, I see it's on a platform too. Okay. Getting it dialed in. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. And we have an error. Don't you love when JavaScript just goes right up front? This app I'm going to give up on, I think, because this is the one I started with, and I'm just not. I might keep it. I may come back to it eventually, but I'm going to quit it. I'm going to hold on to it for now, but not feeling it. Let's see if this rhythm gate. Nope, still broken. The 3 here icon is messed up. Need clean SVG icon or other. Okay, shadows are much better now. What was the yay? Dang it. Needs to be lower. The black keys should not. You are showing a glow of the black keys under the white keys, which is weird when they get selected. I can see color between the white keys on the black key press. This is not bad. I think Golden Ear is pretty much there. Cyberbeat, I think I can keep doing. God, the bars are not aligning to the beat. Oh my God, just pulling them all in sync. Driving me nuts. Why? Why did music have to be? Why? Why? All right, let's see what you got, Pixels. Wait, hang on, wrong link. Power on console. Ooh. Synth. Ooh, that's really. We need to put a limiter on it. Oh, SNES and Genesis synths. Yeah, because otherwise it hits the speakers hard. Oh, you know, this gives me an idea. I actually have an idea now. Oh my god, it took me all freaking night to get an idea. Oh my god. That basically the Casio SK1 sampling keyboard where you prompt the user to record their voice or a sound through their mic, then they can play that sound on all the keys in front of them, like a geomorphic keyboard, electronic keyboard. That's the only voice we need, and you change the sound of that recording corresponding to the note played on the keyboard. Okay, let's see if that works. I'm trying to emulate the Casio SK1 gauge grid. See if this works. J, F, J, 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 E. Okay, there we go. Still getting that one pushed. Go in there. Let's see what we got. No, I still see the keys. I still see a light striking the black key under the white keys. Okay, here we go. Permission. Wait, hang on. Let me wait until this cycles. Now I'm going to try this. Allow. Hey. Okay, there seems to be a lag between the time I press E with my sample and it playing. Wait, hang on. What? It worked! Oh my god, it worked! Oh my god, it worked! Okay, I've got a good music app now. It took me all freaking night, but I have a good music app. Need a more full keyboard. 3 octaves. Gemini SK1. I love it. When the user records their sample, make sure you trim out the silence at the start of it. Otherwise, the sample doesn't play instantly when pressed. When a key is pressed, 2 octaves. Let's say in more full 2 octaves. I think 2 octaves will fit. The Gemini SK1, use mouse or touch keys, white. I'm playing chords. Oh my god, this is perfect. Give this an 80s synth design. I'm not going to worry about design right now. Just worried about core functionality. Where you could read sheet notes and play them, but it didn't really work. Yeah, I don't want to go that far. This one is it. This is the music app. The game's fun, but like shading is still way off. Okay, let's see how this one works. I'm going to save that one out. I'm going to iterate it because it's not listening to me. Google, stop listening. Full near is good. This one we're going to try keep going with. Hang on. Chiptune Oracle. Okay, that one I got to keep going with. Chiptune. The bad one. Golden Ear. I got to keep going with. This one's bad. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. But okay, now let the user give the user presets songs or let them input their own for the piano to play those notes based upon their sample. Oh my God, this worked. Oh my God, how did this not come to me? How did this not come to me? This is hilarious. The Ultra Edition. No, stop. Don't use Gemini AI or Firestore. This is a single page web app. Single page web app. I have to tell it not to use Firestore. Hang on. The key and the sound it plays and the bar and the BPM all have to be in sync. Don't play this one's gonna drive me up the freaking wall. Okay, I'm going back to the SK2. What is this? But but that's funny. Twinkle, twinkle. make sure the recording of the sample is in high fidelity. Weehaw! Need to have far more preset songs, including those with chords. Custom melody. Wait, Z. We don't need the custom melody. We don't need the custom melody. The custom melody could be notes or notes, not keys. So they could paste them in. For example, what's the Star Wars notes to play on a keyboard alphabet? What am I looking for? Notate? What letter note player? Star Wars main thing, like how do I, that's not what I'm looking for, but piano letters, how to play, what are the letter notes? There we go. I'm looking for letter notes here. Come on, stop. Okay. High fidelity sampling, note-based sequencer. Actual melodies, keys, instead of relying on computer keyboard mapping. Okay, there we go. That should have worked. I'm getting the features nailed, and then I'll work on design. But this is it. Y'all are gonna love it when this is published. This one's a fun one. This is the only reason I wanted a Casio SK1. Oh, but it's not playing. Oops. How do I can't seem to play the text I entered. Don't remove songs. Add songs to the presets list. Do not ever remove songs. C major scale. There we go. God, why didn't I start with this app? Why didn't I start with it? I'm going to give up on the other ones, I swear. The reason your text wasn't playing the previous parser, being a corporate drawing too rigid. Okay, it was the text I pasted in then. Cyberbeat game I may end up coming back to. I think I'm going to work on the sequencer. But oh. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay. In the presets, you need to figure out how to make them play in the original cadence. Some notes are held. There are sometimes pauses, etc. Otherwise, it's note, 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 and you can hear it, but it doesn't play like the original song. Add more in the library. Mario theme. Add more in the library. Okay. To the library. And make the songs a little longer. Preset songs a little longer. There we go. SKX. This game's giving me, I swear to God, the game that I've been trying, but I'm sticking with the machine gun sequence. Every note has the same length. Exactly what makes a song computer. Step-based sequencer. There we go. It knew I wanted the Imperial March. That's funny. Need a volume slider. Add more to the preset list. Don't take away. Add more recognizable songs. Let's see how the Imperial March worked. Hey. 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 This is good, but like, and the songs probably have their own best BPM. Otherwise, they play terribly fast. See how Mario goes. Like the Imperial Mark. Okay. Woo! Don't cut off the sound sample if it's longer than a certain time. Skibby bop bop bop. Hey, what's going on? The only thing to trim is the silence before the sound sample. Okay. And it's starting to get a little funky here. It's starting to change some stuff, so I think I'm going to have to copy this out and start in a new Gemini session. See how this one works. Oh my god. And there's a bug. I'm going to save this out. And I'm going to come back to it because I'm just not liking how it's just... These are going to take some massaging. This one I'm going to stick with. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's happening? Oh, that's why. You have to trim out silence at the start of a sample because otherwise a key will strike and nothing plays, or worse, you stop the full sample when the key is hit. In other words, when I hit a key, the full sample is played, not clipped. Yeah, I can't hear it. Boop. Boo. Yeah, that's fine. Love theme. This is good. Don't have I don't need put the keyboard keys under the piano keys or on the... No, I gotta be careful with that. Keys. There, remove the auto trim note. Text. It's pointless there. Put the volume. Adding features. I think I'm going to save it out though. This is the one I'm fleshing out, man. I'd normally close the event, but I feel like I finally found it. I could close the event. I could stop the event because it's just me. This is the thing I'm going to flesh out though. The Gemini SK whatever the hell I call this thing, is going to be fleshed out. I'm going to get this the way I want it, including the look, because right now the look is just not great. Sample. I can't. Oh, Tetris there. Because they're flying. add more presets. Put mask. I want to talk about design. Design I'll redo somewhere. Any words in the lower right under the keys. Nobody cares about latency optimized. Just make this bit work. Halloween theme? Nice. Okay, there we go. I don't worry about design. The keys are fine. Design are great, but the controls area needs to be completely redesigned, refactored. We'll see if it really messes this up. This is where I get worried. Indiana Jones, Mission Impossible, Stranger Things, nice. Pro sample sequencer. All right, let's see here. Bloopity boop boop. Wait a minute. Yeah, it was the same. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to save that out. Oops. I can type. Oh. We're going to try a total refactor here. I can't tell if I'm recording. The rec button should change state when recording. The everything except the rec button should be grayed out until a sample is recorded. And maybe, let's see, what does it look on? Yeah, because you can't hear anything. Some text. Maybe some text. Simple text somewhere. Prompt. Record your voice first. Quick voice note. Record a quick voice note first. Record your voice first. Record your voice. Say something. Record what? Record your voice. Record your voice first. Record your voice sample first. There we go. Oh, yikes. This is bad. No, bad. Uh, Here we go. What the hell? Ha! 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 Oh. Ha! Oh, yikes, this is bad. It's getting there. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. What's going on? Hey. Hey. What the No, I don't like this. Oh, God, I'm gonna have to back it up, aren't I? Bloop, bloop. Start master volume at 100%. Oh shoot! This is what I need to do. Crap! Got to save it out. No, this is horrible. Oh crap! Oh shit! Oop, not music. I need to create the canvas. This I'm done with. This I'm done with. That I'm done with. I had to restart because the context window was just so short. It just starts getting really, let's just say, imaginative. Let's see here. I know. I'm gonna keep streaming on Twitch, but like I'm gonna close because this event has gone on way too long. I'm sure. Oh yeah. Hey. Oh. Hey. How we going? Okay, record sample 100%. Make sure the samples don't blow out the speakers. Okay, hang on. We don't need ready to record. Okay. What the hell? Trying. Wait a minute. Is this? Did I? Yeah, that's the new one. I don't think we need the LCD window. We I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep working this until I get it right. That's the challenge for me. But such is life. Okay, I've talked too long to get this. I'm going to get this to work. I swear I will.